All right, so I am going to go over putting on false lashes with adhesive. I was asked a few questions, and I'm just gonna kind of go over how I do it step by step. And so you can see I have most of my face on. I did my shadow, so I'm gonna show you what I do after my shadow and everything's done. Put the mascara on, I'm gonna put the liner on, everything. So what I like to do, because the band is black and it's kind of thick, so I always put on like a little tiny black line, literally like at the base of my lashes, and I'll get as close to the camera as I can when I do this. So I'm just taking a liner brush. This is Scott Barnes number 59, and I'm taking black eyeshadow, not liner, because the shadow, it blends easier. I don't want like a harsh line. I just want it to blend. So I'm going to go in literally and just like tap in this line at the base of my lashes. And I do it all the way across. And it's just like the smallest of lines. And you can like wing it out a little bit if you want. I'm not going to today, but you can bring it out. All right, so there's one. So you can see it just kind of lines it very nicely. Just right up to the lash line. And you notice I'm tapping it in, I'm not really dragging the line. I always like to have this on my eyes. I always like to have like this corner a little bit thicker because the way my eye is shaped, it like goes in on the ends a little bit. So it like looks weird if I don't. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. So there's my curler. I always like to get it warm, so I keep my flat iron on after I'm done with my hair for this purpose. And I'll just like hold it up to the little metal plates like this and just like warm it up. No, it doesn't need, like, don't get it too hot because it will burn you. So just kind of warm it up a little bit. Back in the day before I figured this one out, I used to use a lighter. Back when I smoked, I used to use a lighter and just like heat it up. You know how you do that with like the pencil liners back in the day? I did that with this too. All right, so now that that's warmed up, I'm gonna go ahead and get this on there. I go like as far to the base as I can without pinching my skin. And I just give it a few tugs there, and the other one. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the 3D Effect Mascara from Pharmacy, of course, and I'm gonna coat my lashes a couple times. Now while I'm doing this, I guess I can talk about like the brands of lashes that I use. I know a lot of people like Ardell lashes. I'm actually, okay, so I personally don't like the Ardell lashes for a couple reasons. On me, at least, they're too small. I have big eyes, as you can see, and I like bold lashes personally. Now, when I I do have Ardell lashes for like clients that I do for makeup because I am a makeup artist. So I do use Ardell lashes on clients, but for me, I'm not a fan. I've tried them a couple times on myself and it's kind of underwhelming for me. So I really, really like bold face lashes, and that's what I'm going to be using today. Kiss is also another good brand. They have these like the luxury lashes. Let me get my lash drawer. So they're the Luxe Extension collection, and one fell. So these I love. So this is the Russian volume Kiss Luxe Tensions collection, and I really like these ones. The Russian volume is really, really pretty. They also have, I think it's, oh god, what is it called? I don't know if I have it anymore. There was also, oh, these are the lashes I did like. The 3D faux ink ones. These ones are I did like on my eyes. Where are, what is it called? Graceful. They come in like a pack of 2 sets from Kiss. Those ones I was like obsessed with for like the longest time, especially when I was doing like, you know, like a tame look for like work, because they're long and they, you know, give my lashes a little bit of volume as well as length, and I really like that. But honestly, I'm obsessed with the bold face lashes. They're bold and I love the bands. I have had like the first pair that I bought them, God, in April? I think I got them in April, and I still have them and I still wear them. They're still in great condition. They do last a long time. I always recommend that you save the little packages, because you should put them right back in those packages when you're finished wearing them at the end of the day. It just protects them and helps them keep their shape. Alrighty. Okay. So now that I have my lashes coated with the 3D mascara, which is pretty amazing, by the way. If I did another coat, these lashes would be crazy. So I am using, okay, let me show you actually. So these are a little dirty because of the glue, but these are actually the first ones that I bought, the Babe Alerts, and I wear them a bit. And I love them, but you can see they're still in really good shape. I know it's dirty, that's from the glue, sorry, but you can see they're still in really good shape. They're still gorgeous. The band is still in really good shape, everything. And then, but these ones, the Spice It Up, this is what I wore yesterday. I'm also gonna wear them again today. They have become my new favorites. You can see they're really pretty too. I've worn them about, I don't know, 5 times now. Today probably be 6. And then with glue, so I like, where is that? My favorite is this Esquito lashes, the companion lash glue. It's like 10 bucks and it's waterproof. You could, I don't recommend it, but you could actually go swimming with this on and the lashes won't come off. I used this with these at my grandma's funeral last month, and I cried a lot, like, obviously, and the lashes did not go anywhere literally all day long. So I highly recommend this one. It doesn't pull out your lashes. It's actually very, very mild. It won't pull them out, which is great. And then the other one that I've used that I really like Kiss. It's the Kiss glue. There it is. The Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. It's latex free and formaldehyde free, which I cannot get over, like people using formaldehyde in makeup and stuff. It's so gross. But this is another good one. I have cried this off, so it's water resistant. It's not waterproof. But this is also really good. I would highly, highly recommend using clear glue, especially if you're a beginner. Even if you're a pro, it kind of like with the black glue, it just kind of doesn't look right. It's never even. I don't like it. Personal preference. But I definitely, this is clear. I definitely recommend a clear glue. And don't use the glue that comes in the little like thing that comes with lashes sometimes. Those will tear out your lashes. It's not good glue. I have heard people like the duo glue. I don't. That has pulled out my lashes before. And also it doesn't last all day on me. I don't know, maybe it's because I have the oily lids and it just doesn't. So right now, before I put these lashes on, I'm going to, where's my charcoal liner? There it is. So I'm going to use my liner, my gel liner, and just line my upper waterline. And I do this because it blends the lashes better. I don't like seeing a skin tone underneath the lashes. I feel like it should blend and be seamless, and this helps with that. And I will use either this one, which is the Pixie. I always use Pixie, by the way. This liner is incredible. I have like 4 different colors. This one is the charcoal, the slate gray pencil, and then I have just like the black one. So it just depends on the look I have. But today, because it's like a grayish, grungy look, I'm going to use the slate gray instead of the black. So I'm going to take this lash. So I'm taking it out and I'm going to warm up the band a little bit. And what I'm doing is just doing this. And I'm also going to kind of just peel off, and I don't even use my fingernails. I just use like the tips of my fingers to like pull off the excess glue that was on there from the previous use, and just be very gentle. You don't need a lot of strength to do this, and you just kind of peel. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. You just kind of peel it off a little bit, and there's usually not a whole lot. Okay, so that is your lash right there. So I'm gonna hold it from the center. I'm gonna take my glue. You do not need a lot. Do not overdo the glue, just a tiny, tiny bit. So you take the little brush and you just, right on the edge, just do one small strip. You do not need a lot of glue. I always put a little extra on the end. I always just put like a little extra on the ends, and then what I do is I wave it. So do you see, like, there's not a ton of glue in there. You do not need a ton of glue, just very little. Just one small strip. You wave it around. Do not blow on it, please. I cannot express this enough. The germs from your mouth get blown onto your lash, which then goes onto your eyeball. So think about that for a second. Just wave it around, please. And yes, I do use tweezers. I did see some of you say that you use your fingers. I don't use my fingers because it gets in the way. My big old fingers get in the way, all right? I like it to be precise. So I have my tweezers, and I'll show you what I do as soon as this dries. Just take me like 30 seconds-ish to a minute. And what you want to look for, because it does dry clear, it goes on white, dries clear. So when it's like starting to, you'll see as it's starting to dry, you know, the white fades. So you see it's not very white anymore. So that is what you want. So you take, got a cat hair in the glue, hold on. Okay. So you take it from the center, and I usually pick it up like kind of like pretty close to the band and from the center, okay? And then you take your mirror and you look down like this. Sorry, it's a little too arched. All right, and I center it with my iris, and I always put down the center first and make sure that it's in the spot that I want, and then I'll take the ends and put them down and just push it in. And I do put them like on my lashes, like literally on the lash line. And then I'll go underneath like this on the inner corner and just kind of push them in. And then I'll take my finger and make sure that it's on there and just kind of smoosh it in there. Just make sure it's on there, and then I'll let it dry and move on to the next lash. Okay, so there's that. There's one. Well, let's do the next. So I'm going to warm up the band a little bit. Warming it up. I am going to take off the excess glue very gently, pulling it off. And then when I'm done showing you guys how I do this, I will go over like how to take them off too, especially with this Esquito glue. Esquito? I don't know. It's E-S-Q-U. So how do you say that? I don't know. So I have my lash, take my glue brush, and a very thin line.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something similar. Do you want to know whether brushing your teeth is necessary?
No, Google. Oh my God.
I don't understand.
I swear that thing has a mind of its own. Alright, so now I have the thin line of glue on there. I'm going to wave it around for a little bit. Yeah, no, my little Google machine over there. I don't know I can't remember what they're called. Google Nest or something? I don't know. It's the little like round like pod thing that you say, okay Google, what's the weather? And
Right now in Post Falls, it's 81 degrees and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 86 and a low of 53. If you ever want to know what time it is, just ask.
So, that is my Google. Hey Google, what's the best eyelash brand?
I found 5 on the website businessinsider.com. The best false eyelashes. Best overall. Arnold Multipack Demi Wispies fake eyelashes. The best that celebrities swear by. Huda Beauty Classic false lashes. The best individual false eyelashes. Sephora Collection Luxe false lash. The best magnetic false eyelashes. Vasil dual magnetic eyelashes. And finally, the best false eyelash kit.
Interesting. I don't agree with a lot of that, but alright. Alright, so now that it's almost clear, I'm going to take it from the center, right there. I'm going to look down into my mirror, center it on my lash, put it right on that lash line in the middle, and I always center it with my iris, and then I'll put down the corners and push it in. And I know like a lot of people feel like they have to rush to do this. You don't. You have time. So now that I have it in there, I'm going to push it in with my fingers, make sure that it's set right, make sure it's there, and I'll go in, push my little hairs up, Okay. And then what I do, now that this eye is dry, I'll go in and press my lashes in with the falsies. It just, I don't know, it makes it feel better. Like I always end up forgetting that I'm wearing false lashes, honestly. It makes it feel better, makes it feel like they're part of your lashes, makes it look more seamless. Let this dry a little bit more before I squish. Now removing them, I would use an oil-free makeup remover like this, or I use my Tory Bell Shake It Off a lot with a Q-tip. I don't think I have any Q-tips over here. They're in my bathroom. So I'll use a Q-tip and I'll dip it in, and I will use my mirror and just kind of go over that line a few times, let it sit, and it'll start like dissolving the glue, and then just peel it off. You want to be careful and you don't want to lose any lashes. I would highly recommend taking your lashes off that way. Just kind of be careful getting the actual lashes wet, and make sure that you wipe off the excess remover if you have any afterwards with, you know, like a towel, like a paper towel, or like, I wouldn't say Kleenex or anything cotton, because the fibers will get caught in the lashes, but like a paper towel. But yeah, and then every now and then you may have to like actually clean them with makeup remover and just do like a little bit and just kind of very gently clean. Again, I would recommend using either like, this is not what I usually use, but like makeup wipes. This is just what I have right next to me. Like a makeup wipe, and just kind of like gently. But yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? I don't know if you guys have any other questions or anything. I would be more than happy to answer them. As far as cutting the lashes, like trimming them, I never usually do, because my eyes are big, and most of the lashes that I get are like perfect size, if not smaller than what I need actually. But like so like this is what a regular lash looks like. Like it's smaller on the inner corner and goes kind of flares out, right? So when you're trimming, you want to trim from the outer corner, and always start like little by little and then test it on your eye and see if that's the size that you want, but always trim from the outer corner. Don't trim from the inner corner. Alrighty, so we are done. Lashes are on, hair's done, makeup's done, ready for the day. I really hope that this helped you. I hope this kind of helps with adhesive lashes, putting them on. If you guys have any questions at all, I am more than happy to help you. Please let me know. I am here for you guys anytime. Just go ahead and shoot me a message. But until then, I hope you guys have a very blessed day, and I will see you guys later.